Hi everyone. So today, I did a little grinding off camera. I got a bunch. I got the choco grass that I could get. There's only 2 that you can get at this point, unless you want to backtrack and no. Also, I got some blue magic for Queena. I got all the graphs eventually, and then I went and got the ones that you're able to get at present, which is only like 2 of them. I think you can only really get 2 on disc 1 unless you decide to backtrack, in which case you can get like 4. It's not really worth it. Anyway, I got Heavy Sign here with me.
Yo!
Low. YOLO. Let's test
Hey,
out
that's not true. We
Aqua
have Phoenix Downs.
Oh, no. I'm gonna try out Aqua Breath because I've never.
It's funny when you look at these things like zoomed out. They kind of remind me of the Gerudo fighters from Ocarina of Time. And then you get a look at the front, and it's like, oh, they're just horrible zombie people.
Yeah. Oh wow, Aqua Breath kind of sucks.
Do these enemies have like a resistance to water,
Maybe that might be it.
or is it just that Keena's stats that whatever it's using for there are also bad?
I don't know.
I actually forget how blue magic works. Does it actually use like the relevant stat, or is it just all under magic?
I don't know. I've never really used blue magic before because I kind of hate it. Mostly thanks to this game.
To be honest, in this game, the only one you actually want is White Wind.
No, there's something that Queena can use that gives her that gives it automatic 9,999 damage, while also while at 1 health, and then you can also teach Queena Auto Life, which revives somebody at 1 life. So you cast Auto Life on Queena, kill Queena, have them revive at 1 hit point, and then use, I think it's called Limit Glove. And then you basically win. That's not Queena's automatic 9,999 attack. That's just planning. It sounds like a baby in your house.
That's because it is a baby.
Hello, baby. Ignore me.
My neighbors have gotten a new child in their house. I will have to teach it to play Final Fantasy at some point.
Did somebody lose a baby? Ignore me. Hello, Yami. NG Matt, I really never really concentrated on blue magic. I'm gonna try to this playthrough, mostly because I've never done it, so I think it'd be interesting.
Well, the issue is a lot of times with skills like enemy magic, you have to strike a fine balance between making it way too good and just being like something you don't bother with. And a lot of time what it ends up being is that there's like 3 or 4 spells that are good and the rest are just don't bother. But at least with Keena's Eat, it's not like you have to actually survive whatever they use on you to use it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass to get them low enough health to actually eat them.
To be honest, I probably would have just changed it so it was just scan. That would have been less of a pain in the ass than
Maybe,
just having
yeah.
to do a bunch of stuff. Because, I mean, then you just gate it by where the enemies are, and then you just scan there.
Yeah.
You've got the new magic spell.
Yep. I forget how much damage Frog is doing. I've caught 9 frogs times 10, so it'll do 90 damage, which is not anything at all, really.
Kinda... God, now that makes me remember all the stupid shit you could do with the Toad spell in Final Fantasy II. It's really surprising how the Final Fantasies managed to get off the ground, considering like the first 3 were just fucking kludged together messes.
The first one
barely works.
The first one, half the game doesn't work. The second one is just bad. The third one finally managed to get maybe good, and then the fourth one is where it really.
Well, the third one was just bullshit hard, and then they remade it and decided, well, we're gonna have all these new features. Let's make it harder.
Oh, I wasted that tent, but I did find a coffee. So. I forget where Gizmo's grotto is. I think it's.
I call this version of a latte Jungle Fever. I made it using this water I got off the ground.
Oh, actually, that one is explained. You cannot actually get that coffee if you don't view an ATE involving Cinna trying to make coffee and Baku calling him an idiot, and so Cinna just leaves the coffee behind.
Second-hand coffee.
Yeah. Ah, yes, this coffee that was brewed yesterday.
Look, we've all drank things we're not proud of.
But yeah, I did a little bit of grinding. Not too much, because I don't hate myself, but I at least wanted to learn...
level 99 in the first area, like an insane person.
The thing is, I don't think there's much of a difference between level 99 and level 40 in this game. You really do hit a soft cap at around 40, which is why abilities that just automatically deal 9,999 damage are so important. Because I don't think, except for maybe Steiner, I don't think anybody hits a health cap at all. I wouldn't know. I've actually never gotten to level 99 for any character in this game. Because, like, you don't really need it. In this game...
Well, not a trainer, it's just a waste of your time.
So, I found a wonderful video on the internet that is, it's 4 hours long, but so far I've watched like half of it and I'm still never, I'm still really entertained by it. It's, Will Wheaton, Matt Mercer, and Felicia Day, and a bunch of other people playing Paranoia.
The board? Like, the role-playing game?
Yes. It's
Who's
really...
Friend Computer?
Yeah, all hail Friend Computer. I'm not sure who Friend Computer is.
I just feel that since Will Wheaton's there, it's gonna be like the world's most fucked up game of SimCity.
Will Wheaton is the traditional suck up to Friend Computer. Because there needs to be at least one player there who will just slobber all over Friend Computer's knob. But yeah, it's a good video. Despite Felicia Day being there, it's a good video. Or in spite of, rather.
What is she like not into it or something? Is she just there?
No, I just don't like her a lot. That makes me a fake nerd because I don't like want to just marry Felicia Day no matter what, because like, oh my god, she's a redhead and she's a nerd. That automatically means she's hot. No.
Callan, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
What? No, come on.
I mean, I can understand the fake gamer cred, but I mean, really, not liking redheads.
No, it's not. It's not that. I do like redheads. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that Felicia Day should not get an automatic pass for being hot just because she's a redheaded nerd.
Still not following you here. Like, you're saying words, but
I think despite being a redhead, Felicia Day is really annoying and really bad and really not funny at all. That's what I'm saying. Did I break you? I think I broke him, people. Everybody. I think he's trying to figure out where I live so that way he can assassinate me.
I was waiting for, like, you to cast a fire spell so I could make a hot take joke, but it never happened.
Well, those are hedgehog pies. They absorb fire. Why would I cast fire on them when that just heals them? Okay, Squares, I can give you Felicia Day's alright. I appreciate the fact that you're just not oh my god, Felicia Day's the best thing ever because she's a redheaded nerd.
I like her, but it's fine. And there's nothing in the world that says you have to like somebody.
Yeah. But...
Well, unless that person's aiming a gun at you, then you should probably start liking them in a hurry.
But, yeah, the... Felicia Day being there has not detracted my enjoyment of this session of paranoia any. I think most of it has to do with the fact that Friend Computer made her the leader of the group, and she is just not a good leader at all. So it's really funny.
To be fair, that is exactly the kind of way you should play paranoia.
Yeah.
Is be shit at your job. Not actively shit at your job, just bad at it.
Wait, is this another Kumarsh? I enjoy Will Wheaton sometimes. It just really depends on who he's with. Yeah,
it's very much like he can be good, but he really, really needs a good supporting cast. Otherwise, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, he very
like
much...
Jack Black.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack Black is one of those people who, like, I really love or I really hate.
Like, if he's got a good supporting cast, he's amazing. If he's by himself, I'm going out the door.
Like, oh god, Tenacious D is great, but then you get to oh god, what was that? Gilligan's Island? Was it? He was in that Gilligan's Island remake, wasn't he? Yeah, he was Gilligan in Gilligan's Island. Not Gilligan's Island. Oh god, what am I thinking of? Gulliver's Travel. He was Gulliver in Gulliver's Travels. And
that's not a movie?
Yeah, they remade Gulliver's Travels, and it was really awful. Like, really awful.
Is that the one where the giant people were all black?
No, I don't think so.
Oh god, that means there were 2 Gulliver Travels movies! Ah!
King Kong? He really wasn't in King Kong very much. Plus, I don't like King Kong as a movie, because King Kong's 3 hours long, when it has no reason to be 3 hours long.
And of those 3 hours, it doesn't even spend all of them on the giant monkey attack. Actually, you know the funny thing is, I learned something about monster movies today. As it turned out, there was going to be a Godzilla versus Batman movie.
I actually would have paid money to see that.
And it wasn't just any Batman movie, it would have been the Adam West Batman.
Oh, I would have bought that on Blu-ray.
I know, and I'm just reading about it, and it's just, what? No. Yes? No. Yes.
Oh, this is... I just made a big loop.
Though in more monster-related movies, I think actually they're actually looking into making a King Kong versus Godzilla remake.
Yeah, there's that's what Skull Island was setting up, because they now have yet another fucking movie universe, cinematic universe, because 2 of them weren't enough to keep track of. Now we need another 2. Both of them.
What, for Godzilla?
We need, yeah, no, I'm talking about just in general. Like, we have the Marvel Cinematic Universe to keep track of. Then we have,
well, there's not really any crossover between them, so it doesn't really matter.
What, the Marvel Cinematic Universe? There's a ton of
No,
crossover.
I mean, between the Marvel Cinematic Universe and, say, the Godzilla series.
Well, still, but, like, I wish they would stop with the cinematic universes, because it just means if you miss one movie, you are kind of screwed forever, because you will never be able to catch up.
They've been fairly okay about that, I've found, with the Marvel movies. Like, you get more out of it if you've watched the other movies, but it's like, they do the smart thing, and each one also has its own self-contained plot. But to be honest, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is probably just going to end with, what's the purple dude? Space purple
Thanos.
dude.
Thanos.
Yeah, he's going to be like the end of it. They're just going to do his movie.
Excuse me. Nah, I don't think so. I think they're going to milk it for all it's worth because it's Disney and Marvel.
Maybe.
And
but everything's kind of building
as long
up
as
to that, I'm not really sure where you go after
as long as it keeps shooting out money, they will keep doing it. And it's still shitting out a lot of money.
Meanwhile, by the time we get to Thanos, Superman will have rebooted for the 20th time. And for somehow, Zack Snyder will still be directing.
Who decided to let Zack Snyder make movies anyway?
He did 300.
Again, I reiterate, who decided that Zack Snyder...
Well, the thing is, for 300, his dumbass style worked. Even if it kind of messed up a bunch of plot points, it still kind of worked as a movie. Everything else is just kind of tripping over itself, and... ugh.
I do not remember where Gizmo Grotto is. Like, at all. Holy shit. This is embarrassing.
Well, why don't you get out your strategy guide? You bought it.
Yeah, I did buy it, and you know what? There's no website to punch in the code. Where the fuck is Gizmo Grotto 3? I think it's this way.
You always go on GameFAQs and dig out an ASCII map.
Oh, I found it. I found it. I think I found it. Yes, here it is. Here I am, 15 minutes into the stream, finally finding the place that I'm supposed to go to.
Look, it's called the pre-stream warm-up. Just you're stretching your thumbs.
All right. So this is usually where, if I'm attempting to make a to do a level 1 run of the game, this is where I give up. Hey, Ape. I see you watching. I see you watching, you motherfucker. I'm streaming Final Fantasy IX. It's good. But yeah, I am also all for a Kaiju Cinematic Universe. When is the level 1 perfect?
Hey, nerds.
Hey, how's it going?
Not much. Streaming bad games, I see.
No, this is a good game. Shut up. This is
you are streaming Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but this is Final Fantasy IX, which everybody loves, except for people in Japan, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Is this the one with the terrible card game, or is this the one where everything levels up around you?
This is the one with the terrible card game.
Okay, great.
Alternatively, I could have said that's the same game, but this is the one with the more terrible card game.
Hmm. I miss pre-rendered backgrounds. I don't want them anymore, but I miss them.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Huh. Apparently bugs are weak against fire. Who knew?
Pokemon did.
Wow. I base all of my...
Also, like any kid with a magnifying glass.
Oh my God! I just bothered reading up the notes on what the Godzilla vs. Batman storyline was, and the tagline would have been, "Love happens to Godzilla."
Oh. Oh, that's really good.
Now
Christ.
the only thing I can think of is that they completely copy King Kong, except with like
God damn it.
Batgirl or something.
Man. Okay, so basically, if I ever find a genie, my one wish is going to be, I want the Batman vs. Godzilla movie to have happened.
No. If I find a genie that only grants me one wish as opposed to the normal 3, I would have wished that the Superman movie where Nick Cage was Superman would have happened.
Why are you Super Saiyan 4?
Was that the Superman movie that was gonna have the giant spider in it
Yes.
and the polar bears?
Yes.
Okay, seriously question though. Why is your dude Super Saiyan 4?
Because that is trance mode. Basically, once you take enough damage, you can enter in a it's not that you can. You are forced to enter a superpowered state where your character changes up a little bit.
Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, every character gets a Super Saiyan 4 version. It's just that Zidane happens to have a monkey tail, so he looks most like a actual Saiyan.
He's mostly just a monkey man. His hair isn't spiky enough.
Yeah, this is true.
You can fix that with Moose.
I like it that canonically a Saiyan's hair never changes except for mustaches.
It's pronounced moustache.
Oh, excuse
Facial
me.
hair.
Except for that one time in GT that Vegeta cut his hair. Though GT might not be canon anymore, so who knows?
I love every single stupid thing about the Saiyans because it's very much just, well, if he's older, he might have a different haircut. Actually, no. Every single thing about Dragon Ball where that just sort of stuff comes up is just Toriyama going, I don't want to work on that.
Why do you always draw him with the same hair? Because I'm lazy.
One day from going between short hair to long hair to short hair to long hair again.
Now, to be fair, everybody else, well, except Tien, because he was just bald, changed their hairstyle at least once during the series.
Even Trunks.
Even Krillin.
Trunks did it the most.
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure Bulma claims that one easily.
Well, Bulma was also a main character until, like, Namek happened.
Everyone was a main character until Namek happened.
And then it was
And then
just Goku.
and Vegeta. And that's what Super is. Hey, do you like Goku and Vegeta? Well, here they are all the goddamn time.
Well, to be fair, well, that's the manga. In the anime, it's just watch Goku fail at doing anything.
Watch Goku accidentally condemn entire universes to death. Because, seriously, he's a fucking villain now. He's condemned entire universes to death, just out of sheer
I know, it's
dumbasses.
great.
Everyone
He's
should
the
just
bad guy
band
now.
together and beat Goku to death. Just
When
beat
is the
him to death.
Excalibur 2 run? Never. I've never done an Excalibur 2 run, and I'm not interested in doing an Excalibur 2 run.
Steal him up like Majin Buu was. He's too great a threat. In 1,000 years they release him like, "Hi, I'm Goku." And well, you seem like a fairly nice person. Why would they seal you up? Cut to 2 hours later, everything's on fire.
He just goes and picks fights with literally anything. Hey, you're strong. Do you want to fight me? No.
He says to a building. And then there, 1,000 years, he's gone a little nuts. He's challenging statues to fight.
Hey,
Small dogs.
What's your power level? I don't know. Pretty high. Cool. So is mine. Neat.
There's so very little you can do with Broly.
Broly's the worst.
I really gotta ask what the fuck the scriptwriters were doing at Toei when they made like all of the movies.
I do. I
mean, I know what they were doing in theme, which was literally take the previous couple arcs that had happened and just redo them in a movie.
So,
but even then, so many of the movies are so bad.
Here's my question: do the movies take place in like an alternate timeline, or what is the deal?
The movies are basically unconnected, except when they say they are.
Except for that one time in GT when some of the movie villains came back when everybody in hell came out.
That was Fusion Reborn.
No, I'm pretty sure it happened in GT too. I'm pretty sure that Christ. You see,
isn't it cooler?
No, I think you see BoJack or somebody.
Well, I mean, BoJack technically could have happened, but even then, that's kind of a stretch. But, like, all the rest basically make no sense. Like, even from the very beginning, we have Dead Zone, where Piccolo and Gohan somehow meet before they should even know each other. Then you have World's Strongest, where Goku has the Kaioken,
doesn't Piccolo
somehow alive.
Wait, hold on. Piccolo always knew about...
I'm gonna look up the wiki.
Piccolo always knew about Goku. It's just that they didn't...
No, really... Gohan.
Oh, Gohan. Okay.
He actually didn't know about Gohan's son up until he kidnapped him.
I like the way that that DBZ abridged solved that particular problem. I'm gonna kidnap his kid.
I'm gonna steal that kid someday. But basically, literally all of the movies are just self-contained, and they're normally badly self-contained.
Yeah.
Like the Tree of Might has Vegeta on Namek, and no one else is there. Again, nobody died. Then you have Lord Slug, which is literally just the first half of the Frieza fight.
Wasn't there a movie about Goku's father? There were 2 movies about Goku's father.
One of them is awful.
One was actually a made-for-TV thing that was called History of Bardock or something. And that one was actually kind of interesting because Bardock's a fucking jackass throughout the whole thing. And he's never a good guy. And then there was episode of Bardock, which was for... I think it was one of the card games that they have in Japan, and that one was dumb.
Apparently, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 has Super Saiyan 3 Bardock.
Yeah, because everyone loves Bardock, because he's Goku, but angry.
It's like, you have missed the point of the character completely. Good job.
And to be fair, it's a video game. They're entirely made for stupid-ass shit.
I mean, if you're gonna do stupid-ass shit, go whole hog on it. Give me, like, Super Saiyan 4 Raditz.
They did that.
Did they? When?
It's in Dragon Ball Heroes.
Okay.
They also have Super Saiyan 4 Broly. They have Super Saiyan 3 Raditz.
Yeah, okay. Just like, if you're gonna go stupid, go full stupid. Don't half-ass it.
Yeah. But no, all the movies have problems. Like, Cooler almost kind of happened, and like you could almost pretend, but it has Super Saiyan as being this really hard thing for you to accomplish again, because again, it's still based off of the Frieza fight. But that doesn't really work out.
I just want DBZA to get to the end of the Cell Saga, because I want to see how they handle the Boo Saga.
They've stated they're gonna do it. So... Gohan becomes the most powerful in the universe and still doesn't do crap.
Because I mean, and then there's like fucking, and then there's Cooler's Revenge, which almost could have happened, and then there's the Return of Cooler, which is just the androids again.
Yeah.
Except Goku's now the strongest again, even though Piccolo should be stronger since they already have Dende. But they make a point of them not having like the super powerful forms. So yeah, so then there's the Return of Cooler, then there's Super Android 13, which is literally just Perfect the Cell Saga again, but with androids. Then there's Broly.
I like how the Cell
Who
Saga...
everyone loves because he technically could have happened in the 10-day lead up to the Cell games.
I like the fact... Oh god, I forget what I was going to say now. God damn it. Oh, that's right. I love the fact that the Android Saga just sort of stops. It just because the people who were in charge of what Toriyama could not make decided that they didn't like the androids anymore.
That's not how it worked. It basically was just his editor going, "These villains suck. Make better ones."
Nobody wants an old man and a fat robot to be the main villains. What the hell's wrong with you? Make pretty villains.
Why do they look the same? And why did you just draw the Terminator again?
Make a monster. Fine, God.
Well,
no, he's
okay.
too much of a
Well,
bug. He looks
no,
stupid.
don't make a monster. This
Fine,
monster.
What about this? Why did you do fish lips? Well, fine. What about this? Oh, Frieza again? Yeah, sure. I think my favorite thing about Cell is how many times, like, he gives him these giant back wings so that he doesn't actually have to draw those fucking spots. Spots are the worst. But then there's, like, Broly, and that one was technically possible, even if it's a terrible fucking film. And then there's BoJack, which sorta coulda maybe happened, but it was still bad. And then there's, let's see here, Broly Second Coming, which is just like...
Oh god, don't talk about Bio Broly. That was the worst, dumbest thing ever.
The funny thing is, with Bio Broly, there was almost like an interesting film because Goku wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Like, if it had just been The Adventures of Android 18 and then, like, just fucking spin it into this weird umbrella factory, that could have almost been interesting. But instead, no, Bio Broly. But no, Second Coming was literally just the beginnings of the Majin Buu saga before the tournament happened, and then Broly again. And then Bio Broly was, I don't know what the hell, I think they ran out of time.
I mean, there's some where you can kind of maybe squeeze them into the
Oh,
time.
wait, no, Bio Broly was Majin Buu, I forgot about that. Because he basically worked exactly the same way. Down to being a melty monster that tried to absorb things.
Yeah.
And then
like
Fusion Reborn was literally just Super Buu.
Yeah.
You wear a
Vegeta.
disguise to
And then
look
Wrath
like
of the
you
Dragon
guys,
is-
but you're not
Goku
a
is amazing,
man, you're
all
a
of them suck.
Majin Buu.
Janemba was at least a neat design. I will give him that.
Like, that's the thing, like, if you're gonna say, like, which one of them is the best, like, they're all mostly bad, but Fusion Reborn at least is kinda interesting.
Yeah.
But, like, and then there's the one where they fight, basically, Godzilla in Wrath of the Dragon.
I don't even remember that one.
Oh, I
Almost
love. This is my
interesting.
favorite line in the game. I'm Kupo for Kupo nuts. It's the best line. Seriously.
The best line in the entire game is a ripoff of an advertising slogan for a cereal. Good job. Speaks highly of the game. High praise.
No, that's just my favorite. I didn't say it was the best.
You actually did.
Okay, maybe I did, but that's bias talking.
Or maybe you said favorite. I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to myself.
I think, though, my favorite thing about Wrath of the Dragon is that it's literally Goku versus Godzilla, but the most salient fact about it, and how poor Toei's writers were, was what the Japanese title was. It was
I'm
Dragon Fist Explosion. If Goku can't do it, who can?
Yeah.
Like literally right there in the title. And then
That
in the
just
movie
about
they
sums
actually
up
set
the
up
entire
like
series.
they actually set up Kid Trunks actually maybe doing something interesting, and then he literally gets brushed aside in the last act and knocked out. And oh well, guess that wasn't
Oh
happening.
well, right. All right, just get Goku.
And then they fight the dragon again, and then Gohan shows up, and he's technically the strongest dude they have, going by the series. And oops, wait, now he gets beaten. So then it's down to Goku, and he goes Super Saiyan 3 and does the Dragon Punch and beats Hirudegarn. Because
Hooray!
we didn't just spend the entire movie showcasing the punching a thing that can just turn into wind isn't gonna work. But no, it did.
You know, but I've just realized that One Punch Man is basically just a much better version of Dragon Ball.
No, it's
Because
not.
think
One
about it.
Punch Man is a
Okay.
parody of shonen shows that mostly
I know, but
try
it's-
to copy Dragon Ball without knowing
I
what
know,
they
but
were
it's
doing.
like a much of a different. Okay, so basically, every episode of Dragon Ball is the side character stalling for Goku to get there, and then he'll spend about 3 or 5 episodes beating the bad guy until he pulls something out of his ass and wins. And One Punch Man just fucking streamlines all that shit. I mean, that's showing anime in a nutshell, like you said. But yeah,
Well, the thing is, it works because a lot of shows, they tried to copy what it was doing, and, like, they just couldn't do it. Like, to be honest, one of the single best fights in the entirety of Dragon Ball was the Vegeta fight.
yeah,
Because that was one where Goku actually flat out lost.
pretty much. Yeah, he got his
Like,
ass
he did
kicked.
his big Kaioken, he does all his new moves, and all of them basically don't work. It's not enough to beat Vegeta. And they basically need to pull out every single stop. And that, hell, even Yajirobe, the dude who hasn't been important since like 8 arcs ago.
Who has not been important since an entire show ago.
And he manages to actually do something really important. And, like, it's one of the best fights that he's ever done.
My father gave me that armor. Oh, I'm very sorry, but
I hated my father. Well, fuck your dad, Dad.
how dare you?
My dad like that.
But okay, so you can also point to the Vegeta Goku fight as being pretty much the beginning of the end of anyone but Goku mattering.
Well, the thing is, because part of the issue also was that in the original Dragon Ball, Goku mattered the most, but it was fine because Goku was the lead character. Well, there was also Bulma, but Bulma was like the brains to Goku's brawn.
Right.
But the thing is, once it transitioned into Z and Goku died the first time, it became much more of a group fighting in manga. But
Yeah, up until
Goku was still the main
they
character.
don't matter at all.
Like Namek was kind of the big issue because it was so long.
Like half the cast spends Namek dead.
Well, that's not really the worst thing, but the issue is that because of how it ends up written is that, like, in the manga it works fine because it's fast-paced and stuff is still happening, but if you watch the show, Namek is literally... I think it was, like, what? From when they first stepped down on Namek to when, like, they're and they never go back. It's something like...
You have no right to
60
fucking
episodes.
say that. You're playing Final Fantasy. Sit the fuck down.
Nerds.
Dragon Ball is in fact the least nerd anime. It's quantifiable.
I thought that was Cowboy Bebop.
No, that's still pretty nerdy because it's not very mainstream, but Dragon Ball got pretty popular.
Man, if we're judging it by popularity, then that means you're going to have to let Evangelion into the club, and I don't think you want to do that.
I do not. I will burn the
No,
fucking
anyway,
club down
basically-
before I let Evangelion in here. I don't want to hear its talk about its own it's got weird mother issues and I don't like it. It creeps me out.
Is it because you also have weird mother issues?
Excuse me?
Do you have weird mother issues?
Look, this
Do I
is
look like Sigmund Freud to you?
are a robot pilot.
I don't know.
It's
I've
fine.
never actually seen you. So you very
Fair.
well could look like Sigmund Freud.
No. Evangelion has a dumb story, has weird, like I said, mother issues, and I just hate it.
Good show.
Can't point in any point one thing why, but I really do not like Evangelion. I think part of it is because
a bunch of fuck-ups trying to save the planet.
I think a large part of why I hate it so much is the former friend, and I say former because this is literally the thing that caused me to end my friendship with him. I had never seen it, and he sat me down and he made me watch all of it in one sitting. And we never spoke again.
It was so bad that
I mean,
it
it was
ended
already
the friendship.
strained.
That's the worst way to watch it, man. You're
The
supposed to try and then watch it.
The relationship was already strained before that point, but that was like, I'm done. I'm leaving.
God damn it, Zidane,
To be
steal
honest,
the
when
thing!
you started that story, I was expecting you to say, and then he made me watch the movie first, just cold,
Ugh.
which would have been really funny.
It would have been. That's the best way to watch Evangelion. Just watch the
Just go
movie full stop.
straight to the end,
Just-
and just cold open.
But it's like 20-something episodes of just fucking do something, you little shit. God damn it.
Yeah, it's 26th episode of a kid and his strained relationship with his dad, and the
Just
fact
get
that
in
he
the
doesn't
fucking
know how to
robot,
interact with other
Shinji.
people.
God. Fucking fate of the world's at stake. Just get in the goddamn robot.
He does get.
But
in the
I
robot.
have
The robot gets harmed by hurting
issues.
him. It's a piece of shit robot. It is the
then
worst
everyone
robot. You
keeps
don't want
trying-
to be in that robot.
And then they keep... It's like... Just clearly when the point where, like, Shinji is not going to work out, they keep making him get in the fucking robot.
That's
It's
because
like-
he's actually really good at killing things in the robot.
No, the robot's really good at killing things, which is also his mom for some reason.
It's weird.
Basically, just... The robot goes berserk and fucking kills the thing. Just let the robot do its thing. The robot is clearly better at this.
Nah, the robot
Why
can only
does
do that
Shinji even
with-
be here? They have a dummy system even.
The dummy system does fuck all.
It does better than Shinji.
At murdering his friend, yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, blinding. That's a thing. I forgot that Soul Blade that can blind him.
Alright, so back on track.
No.
Actually, you know,
Please
do
no.
we fight giant robots in this game? I can't remember.
In this game, yes, there is at least one giant robot fight.
Man. Okay, so...
Shit, we blew our load too early. Oh well.
So Vegeta and Namek basically...
Oh my
like,
god,
after
we're
that
back on
point,
this. Okay.
If you're not a Saiyan, you're just fucked in that series. I mean, Piccolo occasionally gets his moments, and Tien Shenhan has that one last hurrah where he just fucking turns triangles into squares all over Cell, and that was pretty great. But after
All
that,
these
it's just
squares
like,
make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
This don't tell me what to do. But no,
Yeah.
basically, like,
But that little, I liked DBZ Abridged, their little rendition of that moment, because it basically summed up every problem I have with the series. Fuck Saiyans, fuck power levels. God.
God damn it, Zidane! Actually steal something, please! He
well,
only has...
part of the issue is also that it's just like a regular thing in any kind of medium, where if you have a dude who shows up as an enemy in the beginning and he becomes a friend, it's really hard to ignore the urge to make them show off how much more powerful the new villain is.
Yeah, the
Like, the
morph
issue,
effect.
like, unless you're really going to keep everyone the same, if you keep introducing new characters and having them join up,
Now you can
Eventually,
get away.
you
You can get
have to
around that if you're clever by having them. Like they don't need to just be stronger. They could have like, I don't know. Maybe they're threatened in some different way. They have to be stopped. Can't be stopped by brute force alone. So everyone gets their moment.
Hey,
to shine.
maybe we all considered that maybe Dragon Ball Z is really bad. Just
it is. It's
wild,
awful.
consider that, and then we
wild.
forgot about it because that's stupid.
It's an awful show, but we all like it because we grew up watching it.
Oh, it's just an ice staff. I'll try stealing like one more time, and then if
Wait, if Dragon Ball Z is your standard for awful, I'm really curious as to what's below that. Like now, I'm just thinking like
Basically, all anime.
Plot is like fucking Cat
I
Cuties or something.
I really don't like anime in general. The only ones I like are ones I either grew up watching or are actually really good. See, Cowboy Bebop, and maybe the first 2 seasons of Ghost in the Shell. The first movie, not the second one, though. Fuck the second one.
I don't even remember what happened in the second one.
I don't either, but I remember I didn't like it.
Black Lagoon was interesting. If only because it was GTA the anime.
I'd never seen it. It looks like something I wouldn't like, so I'm not going to bother with my time. Lupin the Third, always great.
Time lady and her office friend that she kidnapped.
Let's see. What other animes do I actually like? God, this is a hard one. I liked Trigun when I was a kid, but I went back and watched it, and it's just like, why did I fucking like this? It's really hard to name an anime that I actually like that isn't Cowboy Bebop.
Samurai Champloo, which
Yeah,
is,
alright, I remember that one being okay.
But to be fair, that's kind of cheating because it's made by the people who made Cowboy Bebop.
I
didn't exactly
Gurren
like
Lagann up until the really bad ending.
To be honest, when I watched Cowboy Bebop, I was kind of wondering if it would actually have anything happen at some point. Everyone was really vaguely defined, and the only thing that came up was Spike, and that was it.
I don't know.
Like nobody really had any kind of driving motivation or anything else. Like things just happened until the ending came around.
Faye had no memories and was like basically. I think she was in like cryostasis and got revived, and was just basically
Literally
her motivation was
from aliens.
Was to figure out what the hell had happened to her or what her childhood was.
But that never went anywhere.
Yeah, it did actually. She totally found out. She found like a VHS tape of videos of her childhood, and it was really sad.
You motherfucker! You piece of goddamn shit! Awful garbage.
Ha ha! I don't know, man. You must have watched something else. I don't know, like Vandred?
Nope, not watched it. Don't even know what that is.
Or Gender Roles Are Bad, the anime?
I do like.
That was one.
Read some manga. I've kept up with the One Piece manga since I think Arlong Park, so a long fucking time. I read Bleach and Naruto till their completion, mostly from sunk cost fallacy. I didn't like.
Why would you do? Okay, I could maybe understand Naruto, but why Bleach?
Bleach started
Literally
strong, and then it went to shit,
happens
and then like after a point, I'm like, well, I may as well see how this ends, and then it fucking didn't. It just farted,
Bleach
and that was
one
it.
of the fucking worst. That manga was literally just, I have enough ideas for 2 arcs, and that's it.
Yes. Like I said, it started strong, and then it went into the shitter, and I just stuck around because, well, I've invested enough time in this. I want to see how it fucking ends, which is the same thing I did with MS Paint Adventures. And that also ended on a similar wet fart. Same as Naruto.
Okay, Bleach and Naruto didn't end on a wet fart. Just halfway through, it was like one of those long, loud slide whistle kind of farts that just kept going for years.
I don't remember MS Paint
and
Adventures.
Make sure you haven't soiled yourself.
I don't remember MS Paint Adventures, which is probably for
You're
the
better
best.
for it. The only thing of worth to come out
very
of that,
like early 2000s internet clever.
the only thing of worth to come out of MS Paint Adventures was Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Oh wait, oh, Homestuck. You mean Homestuck?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember
Problem Sleuth was
because
good.
Was the prequel to
I will.
Homestuck.
Problem Sleuth was good. Problem Sleuth was legit good, and I like Problem Sleuth more than I like goddamn Homestuck.
Oh, Berserk. I have kept up with Berserk. Yeah.
To be fair, it's easy to keep up with Berserk because it only releases a chapter every 9 years.
I heard we were talking about anime.
Yeah, we are. Basically, anime bad.
Most of it's
Anime
bad, yeah.
is blood.
Like most things, there's a handful of good shows, but most of it sucks.
I remember I watched the entirety of... I don't remember what the fucking name of it now. Was that one fucking shitty show was on Adult Swim where the kid gets mental mind control powers and destroys an entire continent or something?
Code Geass?
Yeah, that's it.
That was the one with the eye powers, and that was clamp as fuck.
I remember... I don't even know why I watched that, but I did, and I think it was like a hate thing for me, a love-hate thing.
No, I'm
Because-
pretty sure it was just a hate thing.
Yeah, I think I just got like an actual hate boner.
Code Geass is many things, but coherent and good is not one of them.
No, it was not.
Please consult your doctor if you have a hate boner lasting 4 hours or more.
But what if my doctor is the cause of it?
Oh,
Consult
Basically-
a different doctor.
Basically, anime has taught me that if I ever get like miraculous powers I could potentially rule the world with, don't fucking do it. Don't do something.
Anything will teach you that. Just go like fucking stay at home and like, I don't know, use your miraculous telekinesis to like...
Occasionally get a discount on coffee or something. It'll be $3.50. It'll be $1.50. Alrighty then. I just really hate when I'm watching something or reading something and it just turns to shit. Because I feel like not only have you insulted me, you've wasted my time.
Oh, that's how I felt about Season 5 of Game of Thrones.
There's always that lag time, too, of you keep watching before you realize it got shitty.
Yeah.
Or you keep
Like-
watching because you
No.
think maybe this is just a dip and they'll get back
No,
to
I
good
knew the
part.
exact point when I got extremely pissed off with Game of Thrones during Season 5, and I just
Okay.
kept watching out of spite. And then it turned out that
before
was a good idea because Season 6 was actually pretty good.
Was it the end of season 5?
Jon Snow got stabbed to death.
Oh, yeah, that happens
Yep.
in the book. It gets better.
Yeah, he gets better. But it made me really mad because I actually had not read the books yet, but I have now. They're really boring. They're really bad.
Yes, they are. They're incredibly dry.
Speaking of things
They're
that start
incredibly
good
dry,
and get
a lot of
bad,
it is just like really awful.
And they're
Actually,
really
there's a
likes
lot
to
of
talk
sex
about
bits
food.
in them that are really bad.
yeah, the first book's good, and then they just get real boring.
Oh no, the first book was the worst one. Here, let me talk about 5 pages about food.
So, yeah, lesson learned today. Everything is bad. Never do anything.
I like sleeping.
Sleeping's bad. Don't sleep.
You could have a
Fuck.
nightmare. You know what's weird is I'm like... You know lucid dreaming?
Yes.
Because I'm on the very cusp of being able to do that. But every time I like, oh, I'm in a dream. And then I get like 2 seconds of, ah, shit, now I'm going to wake up. It's weird.
I had a dream I was driving a tractor trailer.
So
I had a dream that I was a tractor trailer.
Optimus Prime?
Yes. Exactly.
No robots. It's just hauling deodorant and toilet paper from one side of the country to the other.
You have to get to Comic-Con before it's too late.
Hey, to be fair, you're dreaming about being a productive member of society. That's a good thing.
The raddest dream I've ever had was when I was like 11 or something, and it was just pirates killing each other for like an hour in like monotone red.
Nice.
Great.
And when I woke up, my parents were gone.
Man, speaking of when I woke up, my parents were gone. That's like, The Way by, oh god, I don't remember what fucking group sings it, but the song The Way is really fucked up.
Fastball.
Yes. That's a really fucked up song based off of a true story that happened. It was like this old couple decided to go take a trip to the man's like 50th high school like reunion or something. He had just had brain surgery, and she was suffering from Alzheimer's. So they decided to pack up and go to the reunion. Then they are found 3 days later, dead in a ditch 100 miles away, the wrong direction.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they both had brain problems. That'll
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that story a couple of years ago. Okay, about it was a German family who were visiting Death Valley, and the dad apparently decided, you know what, I'm a good enough guide. We're gonna go fucking visit Desert Valley, and then like they found him a week later dead. It's the entire
No, they
family.
never found him, but they were pretty sure they knew what happened to them.
They drove into the middle of a
They
desert
drove
without
into the
supplies.
Went out, underestimated just how fucking hot it got out there.
Yeah,
Died.
people vastly underestimate how quickly you can die just from exposure. Or underestimate, I think. Yeah. Did I say underestimate or overestimate?
You said over, but I knew what you meant.
Okay. Yeah. It's like you can
To be
die.
fair, I've also
fucking
seen people do
fast.
overestimate it, so it makes sense.
Yeah, true. It does actually work both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, you'll see dumbasses going hiking in the mountains, and they have no plan for what happens if it just suddenly starts fucking blizzard.
Oh god,
snowing.
don't even fucking bring that up. I have passed too many people in the trails, and they've gone up in like fucking shorts and flip-flops.
Yep.
And they're trying to hike up like at least like a 4-star trail.
God.
It basically is basically super hard unless you have, and only barely passes under the threshold for you need actual climbing equipment for this.
Now the only now I lived under the Appalachians, and the only difficulty on that is endurance. I mean, you can do the entire trail. It takes you like 3 months of walking.
One of my friends is doing it.
Yeah.
He has a very impressive beard now.
Yeah, I imagine. I kind of want to do it sometime before I die. but
I lived over in the Pacific Northwest, and we have like actual mountains,
yeah.
but like you would
Yeah,
not
the young
believe a lot of
upstart
tourists
mountain.
were like, yeah, I can just walk up there, and then you come up and they're fucking like stranded because they twisted an ankle or
Yeah,
something.
ours are old and tired, and they don't fucking care anymore. Also, they survived like 7 or 8 ice ages, so they're just basically ground down to nothing.
This was the one time Cook came in handy. So, Ape, you know how I said that everybody's Super Saiyan 4 is different?
Okay.
The character, the big fat, like, weird thing with the tongue, is...
The
Right.
chef?
Yeah.
Chef Knight? Night Chef?
It's a blue mage, and the way you learn blue magic is you weaken enemies down to, like, 1/8 of their health, and then eat them.
And then you just eat them.
Huh.
So,
Okay.
and for the most part, their Super Saiyan 4 is completely useless. That was the one time it came in handy because it ups the amount from like 1/8 of their maximum health to 1/4. And you cannot take trance with you between battles. Once you trance, you're done. No matter what. It sucks.
Well. Yeah, the Appalachians are old as balls.
Yep.
They're not the oldest mountain range in the world, but they're pretty far up, pretty high up there.
I really like this song, by the way. This
Can't hear it, don't care.
yeah, this quote unquote dungeons music is really good. Oh, it's 1/2 instead of 1/4. I could have sworn it was 1/4 instead of 1/8. Whatever. Point is, it's still the only time ever that will actually probably happen.
Playing this as a kid, this part really fucked me up, actually.
Yeah,
It's pretty messed up.
yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Also, you gotta get the item for the most iconic line in this game.
I don't know what line you're talking about.
The item behind the cart.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I forgot that it was that particular item. There it is. Oh no! Guys! I can't believe it.
Oh, what's happening?
You'll see.
Well, he read the essay forums and, well...
Okay, what?
Okay, so there are 13 coins based off the zodiac signs.
Oh,
I was really hoping that was just regular cancer.
like, hey, a tumor!
You just found a tumor.
John McCain's been here.
Oh man.
Oh, no wonder these people are all dead. Their healthcare was taken away from them. Fucked up, but true.
So, we talked about how awful the Final Fantasy IX strategy guide was.
Yes, we can
We
continue
spent
talking
two
about.
streams talking about that.
No, we only spent one stream. I didn't talk about it at all the first stream. Don't you just hate it when somebody turns over a cart full of GBS posts in the middle of the street?
Nice. What are all these tweets doing here?
I actually still have the strategy guide.
So do I. It's really bad.
It's so bad.
Ape, because I don't know if you know this or not, but the Final Fantasy IX strategy guide was made back in the day when the internet was going to be the next big thing for playing video games. So instead of printing a full game guide where it tells you how to do all of the things that it needs you to do, they printed a fourth of a game guide, provided a ton of like codes that you have to punch in to learn more about this part, and then directed you to a website. Then this website became basically the what you used to play Final Fantasy XI, and they took the codes down, making the book completely useless.
Hooray!
I mean, the fun part was you didn't need the guide. You could just go on the website.
Yeah.
And then GameFAQs happened, and strategy guides became fucking
Oh
useless.
no, this was after GameFAQs. This
Oh,
was
well
way
then why did
after-
you fucking buy it?
Okay, so I bought it because I saw the art book for Final Fantasy IX, and this, keep in mind, the art book now goes for something ridiculous like $300. It was extremely rare and full of a lot of good art. I saw
It was just sitting out there.
It was just
and
sitting
little
there.
Callan just reaches out his hand to grab it, and his mom comes in, smacks it away, and goes, "No, you don't want that. You want the strategy guide, the thing that will help you beat the game." And little Callan goes, "Okay," and goes buys it.
Yep.
And the next day he comes back to get the art book, and it's gone.
Yeah, it sucks. I still have never forgiven her for that.
I have
No,
a
I
similar
cannot.
thing to that. There's one day during downtown, I was walking past an antique store, and they had like a mummy, an actual, swear to God, mummy, just sitting in the windowsill. I was like, I'm going to buy that fucking mummy tomorrow. And then
Damn it!
came
I
back
wanted
the
to
next
eat
day,
that mummy.
And the mummy was gone, and I never got to buy a mummy.
And you're like, damn it, I wanted to eat that mummy.
You have to rehydrate them, otherwise they're very chewy.
No, it's just like jerky, man. Come on.
Man, and the only one I got is when I had a choice between buying Super Metroid or Double Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo. And my mom bought the Jeopardy one because she thought it would teach me things.
I'm sorry.
Your mom's an idiot.
It had Alex Trebek.
What did you learn? I learned how to hate.
Oh, Ape. There's my favorite monster in the game.
Is it the mirror?
No.
The real monster is you?
Yes. But what else is my favorite monster ever?
The big thing the big green thing, Marbler or something?
No.
Game?
No. What is like my favorite monster of all time in fantasy?
Oh, mimics.
Yeah. It has
Is that like
mimics.
an ironic favorite or an actual favorite?
No, this is my legit favorite.
Kalon fucking loves
fucking
mimics.
love
Never
mimics.
played Dungeons and Dragons with Kalon, ever.
Okay, well, Kalon, if I'm gonna play D&D with you, I gotta know one thing. What is your stance on gelatinous cubes?
You should put them in a 10-foot wide hallway and have them be completely still.
That's actually a lot more reasonable than what I was expecting.
Well, that's just the first time. That's so that you know that I'll be putting them in the game.
I was honestly half expecting it to be just like, well, if you walk into a dungeon, you'll be able to take 10 steps and then you'll drop dead because it turns out it's actually filled with poison gas.
No, Kalon's not that kind of motherfucker. Kalon is the kind of motherfucker who puts mimics inside of mimics.
No, I don't put mimics inside of mimics. I make the treasure chest a real treasure chest, but I make the treasure inside the treasure chest of the mimic.
And if you defeat the mimic, is there a treasure inside the mimic?
Yes, there's a hidden. But,
Oh, okay, good.
But,
okay.
but
I can accept
You just
that.
confirmed
I can
what I
accept
said.
But here's the thing. It's in a secret compartment that you have to pass a check in order to find. Otherwise, you think that a chest is empty.
Kalon likes to make mimics of all sorts. Chair mimics, sword mimics, inn mimics.
that. Player character mimics?
No, those are called
mimics.
called doppelgangers, and they are not mimics. There's a difference between a doppelganger and a mimic. Thank you.
You thought you beat this adventure,
What if
but
it's-
I'm a mimic.
What if a mimic was pretending to be a golem?
I don't think they can.
Are you sure?
What if the player character was a mimic?
I am 50% positive.
What if you were literally the luggage from Discworld?
Oh, you rolled a 20 on that attack? That's actually a mimic die, and you rolled a 1.
Also, it took your finger off.
And then Kalon just whips out a machete.
We play for keeps around here, motherfucker.
You see him the next
No.
day, he's sewn it onto his hand.
I told you, your character loses a hand. Get away from me, goddammit!
Oh god, now that's just reminding me of those fucking, like, satanic panic.
Oh god!
comics
Oh,
that the church used to
oh,
put out.
yes!
Christ, they actually made a movie of that recently.
Yeah, they did. It was really good. And by really good, I mean awful, but still really good.
I just remember, like, they put out, like, the D&D satanic panic ones, and it'd just be, like, people literally taking the game as 100% true, and it was just the dumbest fucking
No!
thing.
Your character died! You can't
And then
play
it just cuts
anymore
like a
at
week later,
all,
and the girl-
ever!
and the girl
In,
committed suicide.
in your entire life, you can never ever play ever again because your character died. You can't just roll
God,
up
I
a new character. That's
Fucking wish.
that's crazy talk.
You're free. Go now. Live a normal life.
Yeah, luggage versus mimic, the luggage would win every time. I have to admit that the luggage is kind of OP.
And that makes me sad that Terry Pratchett died.
It kind of makes me sad that the books got really shit before he died. But yes, that also is.
I mean, he was like He was barely even writing them. I mean, someone else was typing them for him.
Tom Clancy?
It was his daughter, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was dictating, and eventually by the end he couldn't. He would get to the end of a sentence and not remember the start of it.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Alzheimer's a
punchline.
bitch.
It's actually sad. Oh well then. That's an animation.
Way to bring the mood down.
So the best part of this game is the dodge animations.
Yeah.
It's the one good thing about Kina. She like stands on one foot and wiggles around to dodge things.
Actually,
Now that I think about it, I'd probably play like a Discworld RPG.
I would. Yeah.
Didn't they make one?
They made a
No,
source book
they
for
made
GURPS.
they made like 3 different point and click type games.
They
Yeah,
made
that's
a.
probably thinking
Oh, I
of.
thought you meant tabletop because they made a source book for GURPS. I think I own. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, they made 2 point and click adventure games, and then they made whatever the fuck Discworld Noir was. I'm not sure if that was a point and click adventure, but
Discworld Noir?
Yeah.
That was actually the best one.
oh, okay.
That was like
I kn-
that one was actually flat out like a good game.
I know that
It
the
was literally just Discworld, but Noir.
I know that the first game had a PC port which was unbeatable due to a bug.
That was also the one where they made screens that looked like they were one screen, but they actually weren't. And you had to figure that out, otherwise you couldn't progress. It was really dumb.
It's not like I'm completely averse to PC gaming. After all, I am emulating this. An emulator, like emulators are okay.
You're using your PC. You're making your PC pretend it's a console. Good job.
Oh,
Well,
man, this,
like
this
you
world
call
lore-
it-
Here's the man. He likes mimics.
Oh man, Matt, Discworld Nori? I mean, I know things get branded, but Discworld Seaweed? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I just
Wasn't
want
there a plot point in
sushi.
one of the movies was some kind of seaweed.
I think so.
I think there wasn't it because there was like a war over Atlantis or some shit.
Oh, I don't think I read that one. Oh, wait, or did I?
It was the one with the where he was like parodying the Kennedy assassination, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't think I read that one then.
That was the desert one where they went to the desert.
This is Jingo.
Yeah, that's what it
Oh,
was.
okay. I never read Jingo. Did I read Jingo? No, I don't think I read Jingo. I was reading them in release order, and I stopped after Unseen Academials because that was really bad.
It's like the third to last book.
Oh, maybe I should keep reading them then, because man.
Yeah, basically you can stop once you get to Thud.
Oh, I read Thud.
Yeah, Thud's good, but after that it just gets...
Well, even in Thud, you can kind of start seeing the Alzheimer's starting to happen, but it's still a good book.
My least favorite thing about Unseen Academials was this part where it's just like a page-long rant of a guy dictating what notes he wants to be taken down, and it's just like I just skimmed over that because I'm like, this isn't funny.
I'm sorry. I just saw. You guys know that meme with like the sweaty guy trying to choose between 2 buttons?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so saw a version did up like Trump, and the buttons are deny trans people rights or put trans people in danger.
So, is there a third panel where he just slams his elbow down on it and hits both?
Dang.
Oh, ooh.
When you think
There's
putting
the third panel where the third button is just like labeled tweet.
I mean, when you think about it, putting transgender people in the line of fire should be that they're entirely their shit. It's like, go get shot at. You are meat wall now.
Oh, you're saying that's something the Republicans should want. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking we were going into a dark, dark place for a second there.
Yes, it's called 2017.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I know, edgy. And Band-Aid. Cut myself on that edge.
I don't remember where the fucking go.
Did you get the bell?
I thought I did. Must not have, because I can't progress, so... Oh yeah, Jingo confused with Monstrous Regiment. Yeah, Monstrous Regiment was good.
Yeah, I did read Raising Steam, which was the last book, and it was really fucking bad.
Mm. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. I didn't get the bell.
Shame.
There is one thing I did like about Discworld though, was that the world was not like suspended in animation tech-wise. Things did progress and things were invented. Like, there's an entire book dedicated to him reinventing the mail system.
It's one of my favorites.
It was good.
Yeah, Going Postal is one of my favorites.
It's not one I would recommend people to start out with, but it is good.
I think Thief of Time is still my favorite of the whole series.
Okay, well, you guys are talking about Terry Pratchett. I'm gonna go get a drink.
If for people looking to get into it, I would recommend starting with maybe Guards, because Guards is Guards is definitely one of the best books he wrote, but also actually a really good starting point, because that's the first book about the Watch, and the Watch becomes like really big later on.
Yeah, there's that like first 8 or so books that are kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
before he like really.
Guards was like the 5th book, I think, but yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go let my cat out. Enjoy the victory music. Also, so, Small Gods was good.
I mean, you could even start with like Sorcery or Weird Sisters.
Yeah, Weird Sisters was good. I think one of my favorite books, I wouldn't recommend starting with it, but one of my favorite books is Lords and Ladies. Lords and Ladies was so good.
Yeah.
Because it's the only time the elves pop up in Discworld, and they are terrifying.
I didn't realize the first book was written in 1983, and there was a 3-year gap before the sequel.
Oh wow, which is weird because after that it was like every 6 months another book came out.
Pretty much one every year, if or more. 7, 8.
I like how this guy's name is just Dan.
Yep.
My name's Dan. Oh, that's right. I want to go. I want to go save this
I
nice
always
couple
love
down here.
fantasy naming where you can just have like Zidane, Quistis, Eskina, and then there's just a dude named Dan.
Meet my group: Zidane, Quina, Amarant, and Greg.
Greg.
Hey, Greg's a solid guy. He's the backbone of this party. Wow, I love that 3-frame animation.
It's a good.
There's three really detailed.
In a modern
frames.
game, that would have been a QTE.
They're good. They're good details, Brent. They're good frames, Brent. They're good animations, Brent. I don't know what I'm saying. They're good something, Brent. Oh shit! I didn't heal.
You can do it.
No, I'm gonna just flee. Can you get out of here? Yeah, that's right. That's fine. You can fucking destroy Quina. That's fine. Oh no, I lost 26 gil. Ah. I shit 26 skill by this point.
That sounds extremely painful.
You have no idea. It's excruciating. Should I use one of my ethers? Yeah, I have 19 of them. Whatever, I'll have Vivi drink that down. Okay. If I remember correctly, one of these is a mimic. Oh no! Neither of these were a mimic. This must be this one over here, because I remember there's a mimic in this room. There we go.
Do mimics show up anywhere else in this game?
I don't think so. I think this is the only part of the game where they show up. It's really weird that they even show up at all, but here we are. I will say this, my favorite Final Fantasy mimic of all time is the one from Final Fantasy XII, which is weird because I hate Final Fantasy XII. Because its mimic isn't a treasure chest, it's a fucking save point. You have save point mimics, and when you kill them, they become real save points.
Yeah, 12 is a weird game. I liked it a lot.
I don't. I think 12 is bad, but I have been known to have less than favorable opinions about things.
I mean, the story was a mess.
And also the game was masturbating.
A lot of things are.
I didn't mind that as much as people did, because all it did was automate the process of casting protect and haste on yourself, and just free you up to run through the game. When you got to boss fights, you had to take direct control.
I still don't like it. I mean, that's
fine.
my thing, yeah.
I know this is the internet, but you're allowed to not like things.
What? No, stop. I'm supposed to like everything you like and dislike everything you dislike. Come on. Get with the program here.
That's what being a team is all about.
I mean, at least we agree the Final Fantasy IX soundtrack is fucking awesome.
Yes. There are actual mimics in the game as well. Well, I didn't know that. I never beat Final Fantasy IX. I hated that game a lot.
What?
12.
12, that's what I meant.
Wait.
Yeah, I meant 12. I meant 12. It was Slip of the tongue there.
Sure it was.
I probably would have bought the remake if I wasn't addicted to Final Fantasy XIV.
I do want to save some money. Maybe I have to save? I don't remember how to get Stitzelkin to pop up.
I think it's when you try and leave.
Oh no, I have to inspect and get the lightning staff. Yes, the lightning staff. Let's shove that onto Vivi immediately. Soft high potion and ether for 333 gil. Yes. That's actually a really good deal.
Always pick up what he's putting down.
Yeah, he's got great deals every time. Okay. Did I ever use a tent? No. Should probably use one of those. And then also save. And then equip my dudes with their better stuff.
Right, the most powerful, most dreaded knight of Alexandria.
Steiner?
No.
Are you
I didn't say
sure?
goofiest. Yes.
You positive?
Because it's a name that strikes fear into hearts of enemies everywhere.
Queena?
Definitely doesn't. Well, true, but not exactly.
Yes, let's up the attack on this weapon that does a random amount of damage. Ooh, yes, better spear. I forgot about this.
Yeah, you steal one off the statue.
Yep. Mithril spear, yeah. Alright, I think she's learned Dragon Killer, yes, so I can just... Ooh, Reyes' Wind!
For all those dragons you fight in this game.
I don't remember what Reyes' Wind does, because it's not Dragon's Crest. And that's really all you ever use with Freya. I love the fact that since she's a Dragoon, she just jumps that statue in a single bound. It doesn't even matter. So guys, are we ready to meet the final villain of the game? The big bad.
I'm back.
Hi. We're about
How
to
you
meet.
doing?
We're about to meet the final villain of the game.
That's neat.
Yep.
I made myself a tomato and cheese sandwich, and I fixed myself a lemonade.
I also like the touch that all the Burmesians wear wide-brimmed hats because Burmesia is the land of constant rainstorms. It's basically the Seattle of Final Fantasy IX. There he is.
There he is, Mr. Universe.
He's fabulous.
Well, the stream's frozen up for me, so I don't get to see him.
Oh no. You don't get to see the effeminate man.
What a beautiful man.
Oh god.
Gorgeous.
Got unmuted.
No lie, for the first time I played this game, for like basically until they say that sinister man, who is he? I thought that Kujo was a woman.
Anime. Your stream's lagging pretty hard for me, I think, or lagging pretty far behind for me, rather.
Oh, that's weird, because there was basically no delay last time I streamed. Twitch!
Like the fat guy just fanning himself in the fucking rain.
Herself, that's the queen.
Well, there's all sorts of gender confusion going on here and there.
So, Ape, how do you feel about fights you have to fight but can't win?
Lose. Okay, do they let you know, like, beforehand that this is a battle that you're gonna lose?
Nope.
Or are they... Okay,
Well,
I hate
okay.
those. I hate those a lot.
Okay, they do bring up the fact that Beatrix is kind of a big badass deal. But aside from that, no, they don't give you any warning that you can't win this.
All right. Well, the second question is: is it immediately obvious that this is a fight you can't win? Like this is like literally like 3/4 of your health in a single hit.
Oh, holy shit.
Because if it's something where it's like very much they do a ton of damage to you, then I don't mind that because that's really obvious that you're not.
The worst thing is the little ones that just like seem like a normal fight, and they just keep wearing you down. You use all your items, and then you realize, and then you lose, and then the cutscene happens. You're like, motherfucker!
That's the one.
I hate them.
Hey,
Well,
guess
this
what
is
you
just,
do? Guess what you do? 3 times.
How do you like these games?
Well, these fights are more about surviving.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
just
you can
live
get
long
some.
enough.
Also, this in this particular game, you can steal some pretty good shit off of her every time.
Yeah, they can either do enough damage or survive long enough.
Yeah.
So you're not exactly losing the fight, it just, like, when it ends, you lose.
But at least you can make them pay for that victory.
Also, this fight is technically on a timer, but she also has a health point value, so you can either deal enough damage to her that she just auto kills you all, or you just run out the timer. So you could possibly not steal everything off because the timer just runs out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as must-lose fights in a lot of other games.
Yeah. Yeah, see right here, I depleted her health, so now I lose. Because she uses a move that reduces everybody to 1 hit point.
Alright, but it's like a, it's a set cliff, so it's not like you're wasting all of your healing items and whatnot to
Right.
Try and scrape by.
Unless, of course, you're just trying to get her rare steel, in which case...
Oh, wait. I just thought of something that's worse. Fights where you have to lose, but you also have to get the enemy down to a set amount of hit points, or you lose for real.
Oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't happen here. If she knocks out, I think if she knocks out 3 people, she just automatically wins.
I mean, shit like that is a large part of why I stopped playing our JRPGs. The other large part is that they're fucking boring.
Oh, here's the best song in the game.
That I cannot hear because the stream is muted.
Which song is it?
Immoral Melody. Basically, Kuja's theme song, even though it's not Kuja's theme song, because Kuja's theme and Immoral Melody are 2 different songs.
I don't know.
Oh,
Viva Ala Flamenco, Thorn and Thorn's theme, and the final.
Also, you are not
better.
Also, You Are Not Alone is also really good. Could be the best song in the game. How about this? We'll say that it's the best villain theme song in the series.
Alright, I'll give you that one.
Alright.
Also, Aiko's theme is fantastic.
Yeah, Ico's theme's pretty good. Anyway, that was Disc 1. I guess next time I stream this, we'll be starting up Disc 2.
Too bad everyone's dead.
Yeah.
We succeeded in dying.
Death is the ultimate victory because nothing can ever hurt you again.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
See you all next time.